what kind of man does it take in order to become the version of yourself that you want to become? Whether that version be, 15 pounds lighter, whether that version of you might be 15 pounds heavier, muscle-wise, obviously, hopefully, or whether that version of you just attracts the right girl, attracts money, attracts success, whatever your definition of success is. Everybody's definition is different, so I'm not going to put on a name for it, but my definition of success, if you want to know, is basically peace of mind. If you have a peace of mind, you're successful. And the question that I want to focus and hone in on today is basically what the type of man and what kind of habits you need to develop, you need to create, maintain, in order to reach this successful version of yourself that gets the girl, gets the job, builds the business, builds the family, loses the weight that he wants to lose, builds the muscle he wants to build, etc. And it all starts with self, I don't know what, there's no fancy word to it, but basically, you got to be your biggest cheerleader. At the end of the day, in this life, most of us are in our own heads. Well, we actually literally are. But we live in our own heads. We live in our own heads and we're thinking about the past, the future, the present. If you're like some monk and you're freaking light years ahead in your mindset, you're literally only in the present moment, never thinking about the past or future. But sometimes it's good to go back and reflect on the moments, maybe mistakes, maybe lessons, and then dream in the future, things you want to accomplish, things you want to achieve. But nonetheless, we're most of the time thinking about ourselves. And then obviously when work, family, or whatnot comes along, you're thinking about sacrifices to serve other people. But while you're doing those sacrifices, you're still in your own head and you're in your own dialogue. So since we're in our own head and in our own dialogue so often, what is required of us is you got to be your biggest cheerleader. And I don't want to use any fancy ways of saying this, just basically straight to the point. You have to be the person that cheers you on every time, because nobody else will cheer you on. Some people will fakely applaud you, oh yeah, good job, keep going, whatever, but it's just a momentary moment. Like, it's not real. Like, you have to cheer yourself on for real, meaning every time you accomplish something small, be proud of yourself. Every time you even lose 1 pound, if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, be proud of that. And that cheerleading mindset will fuel you and will keep compounding and building on in order for it to propel you through your next goal or towards your goal, or allow you to not give up. The reason why I've never been able to give up and why I keep going and why I'm never able to be stopped to any goal that I pursue is because of my mindset of cheering myself on. Even the little things, like I said, 1 pound, good job. I ran 2 kilometers today, good job. Even the small things, you stayed under your calorie deficit today in order to lose the weight, good job, be proud of yourself. And then that goes to my next point, which is gratitude. You cheer yourself on, and then you be grateful to be able to do the things that you want to do, vision the dreams that you have envisioned. All those little things add up. So the man that you need to become is a man of self, there has to be another word for it, like cheerleading, but like basically your biggest supporter. You got to become your biggest supporter, and then you got to be thankful for everything, the good, the bad, the hard. And then with those two things paired, you could accomplish anything, any task, any challenge, anything that you've set for yourself, any goal or dream that God has put in your mind, you will be able to accomplish just by mentally rehearsing these two traits. So these are the two habits that make a man successful and will allow him to basically crush his competition and at the same time surpass any goal he has set for himself. Let me know if you found this video helpful. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Subscribe if you're new. Create more than you consume. Serve others. Love everyone. Check out the links below. I love you guys. Peace.